To start, I'll create a new project called FizzHTMLGen, and as its name implies, we'll use it to generate syntax highlighted HTML files from the source code that we have. And there we'll create a new folder called hack, and inside that hack folder, we are going to create a shell script and name it generate.sh. I'll first add a list of folders that we want to traverse in that file, and every time I create a new problem set in our source code repo, I'll add a related folder in this list as well. And additionally, we are going to reference these folders as environment variables in our script. So FizzBuzz data root is where our original source code files will be. This FizzHTMLGen root is the path to this project root folder. And FizzWeb root is the path to the web application project that we are yet to build. We'll first make sure that these paths are defined as environment variables, then we'll cd into the data root where we'll read and colorize the source code files. Then for each folder that we define here, we'll cd into that folder and format all of the source code in that folder using gofmt, so that we'll keep our source code nice and tidy to display on the web pages in a consistent manner. Then we'll switch our project folder and we'll remove any dist folder out there, because this dist folder will be auto-generated anyway for us, so better to wipe it out and start with a clean slate. Then for each folder that we have in this list of folders above, we are going to generate HTML files under that dist folder. But before that, I want to copy a bunch of folders into this source folder tree here as well. So this source folder structure mirrors the folder structure of our solutions source code repository that we are going to read and generate HTML files from. So for each solution source code folder, we have a corresponding colorize.sh and a nav.html file, where this nav.html file is an additional document to inject into our question file, and this colorize.sh is a script to generate syntax highlighted HTML files from the source code files. So let's pick a random colorize.sh from within these folders, because most of them look almost similar to each other. So we have a set of file paths here, and we pass those file paths to a Pigmentize script, and that script will create syntax highlighted HTML versions of the source code that we point to it, and then put them into this dist folder that we just created. So let's create this hack colorize Pigmentize.sh right now. So for each file that we pass to this script, we use Pigmentize to locate a corresponding file under FizzBuzz data folder. And for each source code file that we have, we convert it into an HTML file with Go syntax highlighting, because we know that all of those source files are Go source files anyway. And then we are going to save it under this dist folder inside our project root. And Python Pigments is the syntax highlighting library that we use, and you can read more about its command line interface here. And our shell script leverages this Pigments command line interface as well. To generate the syntax highlighted HTML files under the dist folder, we'll do something similar to this gofmt block. So I'll just copy it and just slightly modify that afterwards. For each folder that we have under this source folder, we'll run the colorize script and let it colorize the files that it's responsible for. And if anything fails during the execution, we just bail out. And that's mostly it, I guess. So let's run this and see how it goes. Well, this warning is expected because I mistakenly pasted some Python code instead of Go code in one of the files. So the Go formatter is getting mad at me, which is understandable. But other than that, the process appears to finish without an issue, and we do have a dist folder with a bunch of syntax highlighted HTML files in it, which is good progress if you ask me.